So in this matchup, the sub faction for the Eldar.
Beltan again, I think. Beltan again.
Sickle. He's playing Tau. And the Tau are going to be playing the Saucia Sept, which I will look up in Elites right now, so that everyone knows what they are. Saucia Sept. Add 1 to the leadership characters of models in your kill team. In addition, you can reroll hit rolls of 1 for shooting attacks made by models in your kill team. So, +1 leadership, and everyone is a sniper specialist. Seems pretty good to me. Although I have seen some players use the Overwatch on 5s or 6s, coordinated fire arcs in the past, and that I've seen that work fairly well as well. And the Craft World attribute that Michael is using is called Baltan, and it also adds 1 to leadership to aspect warriors on your kill team. You can also reroll hit rolls of 1 for shuriken weapons, and a shuriken weapon whose name includes the word shuriken, such as shuriken pistol or shuriken catapult. And a range profile of a scorpion's claw is also a shuriken weapon. Okay. So the shuriken weapons are snipers, rerolling 1s, and aspect warriors get +1 leadership. And the mission bonus objective. So the mission bonus for this Hot Shots mission is that if your deployment zone is along the bottom edge of the screen, it's a very small 3-inch little deployment zone that goes along, essentially along the long edge of the board. And the bonus objective is attempting to control the objective furthest from your deployment zone. So in the case of the team that's deploying on the bottom side of the board, they would want to try and control objective 4, but they have to have a specialist within range of that objective when they control it. So you have to get a specialist to objective 4. If your deployment zone, if your deployment zone is the bottom edge of the map, you're wanting to have a specialist help control objective 4, and vice versa. Both players are currently mustering their secondary objectives and teams right now, setting up for deployment. So I'm really curious to see what they are going to bust out for this mission, because there's definitely some good line of sight blockers in Arena, but you really got to try and get that bonus objective. It's just right there for the taking, a couple of inches away. Players are exchanging command rosters after choosing their 100-point team. From what I can see from here, looks like we have a Dire Avenger Exarch Veteran, a Howling Banshee Zealot, Dire Avenger Comm Specialist, Dire Avenger Non-Specialist, Storm Guardian Gunner with Fusion, Flamer, Guardian Defender Leader, Guardian Defender and 3 Storm Guardians, and a heavy weapon platform for the Eldar, or Asuryani, some might call them. Alright, so for the Tau, we have a Crew Carnivore Leader, Pathfinder Gunner Sniper Specialist with Rail Rifle, Pathfinder Gunner Comm Specialist with Rail Rifle, Pathfinder Veteran Specialist with Pulse Carbine. We have a Stealth Shazvra, with burst cannon. So that's the stealth suit. And then we have a recon drone, a shield drone, and 4 gun drones. For a total of 11 models for the Tau. And I went over the Asuryani team, but I can again. So they've put those dice along the edge of the board to show their deployment zones. The Tau will be deploying along the top edge of the screen. Eldar will be deploying along the bottom edge. We have a Tau recruit leader being deployed first. He's very stealthy up there next to those yellow boxes. Blends in with his base. Looks like we have a Storm Guardian being deployed by Objective 1. Looks like we have another Storm Guardian being placed. Let's see if the other camera is working. Hey, look at that. Looks like we have a rail rifle Pathfinder being deployed behind the recruit leader there, followed by a gun drone in the top left-hand corner. So far, a bunch of Storm Guardians down, maybe a Guardian Defender or two. Ooh, and there's that Dire Avenger Exarch veteran specialist deployed by the arrow by those yellow boxes. Both of these players are 2-0 for now.
I got a 9 tie that I won because I had more objectives on the final round, and then I got 17 on the dead, 16, 17. Wow, 21. Well, he only brought 5 models.
Looks like we have another Storm Guardian being deployed. Another Tau gun drone going down. 2 gun drones, rail rifle, and recruit leader in the top left. What is that? Hiding behind that door. Can't see it from this angle. That is the... looks like it might be his veteran specialist. Yeah, that's a Pathfinder with pulse carbine. Veteran specialist that I'm pointing at with the arrow right there. 2 gun drones.
Alex, is there more? I don't have a tracker for one of those little turn down things where they.
Oh, really? There's two right there.
My blind?
On the other table.
Oh, just take it up. You don't want one? Do you want one? No, I'm good. I just, it's easier right here.
Just figuring out how they're going to keep track of their command points.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Guardian Defender going down, I believe. Right there. Oh, and he has the Flamer. What is the Flamer? So that is a Storm Guardian Gunner, actually. Another Dire Avenger being placed. And that is the lady herself. Howling Banshee, dead center of the board, followed by the Star Cannon. With the Tau stealth suit going down behind the blue crates. Alongside another rail rifle. We've got 2 veteran moves happening before the initiative phase. They're both going to pay 1 command point to use their veteran tactic, rolling off to see who goes first. And he is using his veteran move to open a door. And the other veteran is opening the door by objective 1. And that is the initiative phase. What's up, Thought King? Yeah, Glass Hefted and Bearded are here. It's sweet. Sorry that I couldn't get another 20 players to come out for the tournament.
Who won the initiative? Who won the initiative?
Okay. Eldar have won the initiative. Trying to decide what he wants to do for the movement phase. Battle round 1.
Glass half dead says hello. Glass half dead says hello.
We have an advance from Storm Guardian past objective 3. Another advance. So while he's moving, I'm going to see if we can't check out a different angle. So you can see the Howling Banshee Star Cannon weapons platform. And the veteran who opened that door. So we moved up that Guardian Defender by the door near Objective 2. Not sure if he wants to open it just yet. And then he moved the Veteran Specialist, Dire Avenger Exarch, up to open the door by Objective 2. We have an advancing Storm Guardian who's able to move 9 past the barrels.
Is that your Lego piece on the map there? I see a yellow dot by those barrels.
See what?
I thought maybe it was his flesh wound. Oh, it's just a mark on the... I'm being psyched out by the art on the map.
I'm intimidated just playing you and being on the street, so I feel like as much of an advantage as you're going to have, you're in it to win.
Ooh, that is the Flamer. The Storm Guardian Gunner has moved up onto Objective 3. Thanks, Bearded. And thanks, Zappin2. It's base. Yeah. Just had a question about the proximity alert. Secondary, if it applied to spiky bits and gun barrels, which that is a no. You measure to and from anything in this game, it is to the base of a model. Checking line of sight is one thing, but when you're measuring distances, it's always to the base. Yeah, if I drank coffee, Earth Tone. I did wake up at 4:30 a.m. this morning. We'll see how long I last. My brain isn't running at all cylinders. Still the Eldar's movement phase. So it looks like he advanced that Dire Avenger over around Objective 2. Looking like he's trying to stay out of line of sight of those mean Tau guns. And onto the Tau movement. So we have that was the veteran Pathfinder, moved up and opened a door nicely for his gun drones. since those gun drones don't have little hands to open doors, unfortunately. They run into doors and they get confused. So we've got a gun drone moving down the right side of the map, eyeing objective 3. Top player making some measurements, moving his stealth suit. All of these models except for the regular on foot.
Advance for the stealth suit.
Got an advance roll for the stealth suit. Oh, and that was a long advance just to touch objective 1 there. Drone moved, supporting the stealth suit. Pathfinder with rail rifle moved up to be within 1 inch of that door by objective 4. Recon drone flying up and over anything in its way. Except for the arena walls, can't go over those. They are infinitely high pillars of nothingness. Or everything. Dense, impassable material. I would pass along your be aggressive Biernid, but I don't want to. They're focusing very hard on their movement phases right now. Don't want to throw anybody off. So we've got another drone moving up just to touch the edge of that objective 2. Just making sure both of them are touching objective 2 and maybe trying to get within line of sight of that Dire Avenger Exarch. Readying a rail rifle. At the top of the map. Looks like he has another gun drone to move in the top right hand corner. I think that looks like it's his last model to move. Yeah, I agree, Bernard. Totally agree. Sometimes it's very easy to play a little bit too passive in Kill Team. Now we're on to the readied models for the shooting phase. But Eldar had the initiative, so we're going to go with the Star Cannon targeting the stealth suit. -2 to hit. He is obscured due to that little edge of the door right there. 3 shots from the Star Cannon. And he gets 1 hit. Rerolled 1s, but just got 1 hit. Wounds on 3s. 3-up wound.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't usually run the stuff. Pretty sure it's 3 up. Yeah, 3.
Stealth suit with a 3-up armor save. Makes the save.
This ready for this guy. 4 shots.
Oh, sorry, the heavy weapon form is not a Star Cannon, it's a Shrieking Cannon. That's why he was using all those dice. My mistake.
Not always.
Just a Shrieking Cannon. Now we've got 4 attacks on the Storm Guardian on objective 3. Doesn't hit with the drone. Looks like a Dire Avenger has some targets. So he's going to shoot the drone at the back by the barrels. Betting on 4s, rerolling 1s. And misses. No 1s or 4s. So readied models can't see anyone else, so now we're on to non-readied shooters. Michael is trying to decide what he wants to shoot with his initiative shot. Game's looking interesting, I must say. Could definitely go either way. So we've got the Flamer from the Storm Guardian. And that is 6 auto hits from the Flamer on the drone, 4 wounds, 4 4-up saves, 3 of them, 3 go through. Injury roll on the drone, and he is out of action. First blood for the Flamer.
Okay, got to put a little marker down. I have these shaken tokens. He was right here against the wall, I believe.
Yep. I've got my arrow on it, right where you nailed it.
What's that?
It's right.
Right here?
Yeah, a little closer to the wall.
Put it right where it was?
Yeah.
So that's a bounty hunter token. You have to be within 1 inch of it. No, it's different.
I changed it so it's much easier to understand.
What is it?
It's you just have to be within 1 inch of it, and you score it at the end of the battle round.
Oh, okay, so within an inch at the end of the round.
Yeah,
At the end of this round or at the end of any round?
any round.
I was going to say that'd be impossible to get unless you're a melee.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that happened. That was nice. Your turn, because she's up.
Yes, I do. I'm going to get my 4 shots into your palms down.
All right, we're the
4 shots, skirt,
four attack, 4 shots from the stealth suit, burst cannon.
yeah, well, for range or for advancement, because of target lock. Yeah, 5. So 4
Hitting
shots
on 5s,
Got one.
and I reroll the 1.
and he rerolls 1s from his Tau Sept.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, wounding on 3s. That's a wound.
4 up.
And he makes the armor save. Now it is the Eldar player's turn to shoot with his non-readied model. Next. What in the world? Stone Crypto? A diamond and a ninja genie. What is going on? Thank you so much, Stone Crypto. Wow. Crazy. Insane. All right, back to the game. So we've got the Dire Avenger Exarch shooting his first gun at a drone. Gets 1 hit, 1 wound. 4 up armor save. Unfortunately, does not make the armor save, and he is out of action.
Your turn to shoot something. He's got a second gun. I don't believe he's got any targets for it. Do you have somebody else? Just 1 second.
Shooting phase for the Eldar player.
Who are your leader guys?
Leader, sniper, comms.
Recruit leader is by those yellow barrels. Sniper is way back there, aiming down at objective 2. Looks like thought he might be trying to do some kind of fire and fade business. And he is going to do fire and fade. So he can move up to that door by objective 4.
Because this guy's gonna shoot at that guy. 4 shots hitting him.
We got a Tau drone shooting 4 shots. Hit on 5s at the Eldar up against the wall there and does not make the shot.
He's going to toss a grenade.
We've got a grenade being tossed from a Storm Guardian.
Well, we throw 4 of them. And it's -1 for the exterior.
4 shots, hitting on 4s, 3 hits.
On 3 in this case. So,
2 wounds,
-1.
AP -1.
So I'm gonna do for the greater good. Or
Okay,
protocol,
yeah.
saber
I
protocol.
should roll them 1 at a time. So on the
Saber.
first roll, they're 1 at a time. So
Oh, it's 1.
one
It
is
doesn't.
per wound. It's not per end result.
Well, it just it resolves it into.
Yeah, but it's on the other guy. So you're going to have to do it twice to the
2 wounds?
Yeah, 2 wounds.
Well, so it turns it into a mortal.
Each one.
Well, each one. So the first wound, you decide. You have 2 wounds you face. You decide the first one if you want to make.
We have a Savior Protocols attempt here from the multiple wounds.
And then if you do, then you have to do it a second time.
Trying to decide if he wants to use the savior protocols for either of these wounds.
Yeah, so I'll do the mortal wound on him.
So mortal, he is using savior protocols from the drone.
I can reroll, so attack will reroll. Okay.
He's gonna tactical reroll.
Over before it begins.
Is another, he's re-rolling, and that is just a flesh wound.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do the same thing, I guess.
So now the second one is going onto the drone because the drone just has a flesh wound now, and he is out of action.
This is why I was terrified of it. See, I've never had anybody use grenades because I've never used them against me.
Yeah, I use one every turn. I'll tell you. I mean, you know.
No, they're good. Your guys, I mean, my grenades do nothing. So
Eldar grenades are.
Those Eldar grenades, those plasma grenades, AP -1. They hurt.
since would a bounty go down or no? Because I took it out with my mortal wound. From
Sorry?
protocols.
No, yeah, he. Oh, okay, yeah.
It just says taken out of action. It doesn't say action.
Yeah.
So there is a bounty hunter token going down.
Arrow, is that the correct spot? Or did you not do it?
Yep, that's it.
It's a little farther back towards you.
This?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he didn't move. He was right.
Yeah.
That was my shot. So you shot here.
Good old arrow. Arrow of shame. Knows where the bounty hunter tokens go. We've got 3 shots from this.
You roll one.
One hit, wounding on 3s, 1 wound. Fails the armor save. Injury roll, and that is a flesh wound. And I've got the recon drone. Well, after Eldar gets to shoot. Shrieking catapult on the drone. Makes his armor save. Now the recon drone. Into the shuriken cannon.
Yes, 6s. Well, it makes 6s.
Hitting on 6s. 4 attacks from the recon drone. No hits. And that is the end. There's nothing going on in the fight phase. On to the morale phase.
Yeah, I lost for it though.
Well, I had to concede. I decided I was going to concede that to you.
So you hold.
And I got the mission bonus. Oh no, he's not special. He's not special. Yeah. I forgot because I actually changed that. He was my bet originally. I took him and wouldn't take
So
him.
Tau hold 3 objectives. Eldar hold 2, or 1, I should say. He also got engaged on all fronts. The Eldar.
I don't think I got any. Oh, I got domination.
At least 2 guys.
Domination.
And I don't take my banshee. I don't take my banshee.
So they're double checking the measurements for domination.
Well, is that not center? Is that not 3 then?
It was your intention.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's 3, and then I did not bother with this guy.
So the Tau actually have domination in the middle.
Could easily put in. Okay.
Just double checking the scoring here.
And what you do is you lost your veterans?
No, veterans are here. I lost 3 rounds.
3 drones were taken out of action in that round, so could be tough going forward with less models for the Tau.
I was gonna say I like
Those injury rolls hurt. Did you get scout the? Did you get your one secondary objective?
one engage all fronts with one primary objective.
Got it.
And you got domination?
Yeah, domination, and then I got the 3.
So the Tau player got domination, holding 1 objective, holding 2 or more, and holding more than his opponent. So that's 4 points. And they're going on to the initiative phase.
Yeah, you don't really have anybody who wants to charge, so it's not.
And it looks like the Tau have won the initiative for battle round 2. Pretty low scoring game so far. But this one is pretty close right now. Could really go either way, honestly. So the stealth suit is going to ready. This is the movement phase for the Tau player. Pathfinder with rail rifle on objective 4 is also going to ready. Things could get messy when that door opens by objective 4. But maybe he'll be able to hold it closed. We don't know. So the other Tau with rail rifle has moved across towards objective 4. They are speedy little guys. Or gals. So this veteran Tau Pathfinder is just going to close that door. Potentially prevent him from getting that bounty hunter objective. See what he wants to do with that recon drone. He can fly over things, including friendly models. Ooh, and he is just gonna ready. Interesting. Readying another drone on objective 2.
And you definitely got 3. Of course, this guy's 3 last time.
And another drone moved up close to the center of the board. This is going to be interesting. See how these rolls go.
He looks scared, so I feel considering that you left him back there and you still dominated.
Okay, as it turns out, I thought I was going to be more pressure on this side.
Now onto the Eldar's movement phase.
Needs some change.
Michael pondering what his first move is going to be. It's going to be interesting. Top player is holding his ground, that's for sure.
Oh, thanks for the ice creams. Hey, Nicolin? Hey, Nicolin? 4 ice creams. Sweet. 3 lemons. Delicious. Hey, Nicolin. Thanks for the host. Ooh, gotta keep an eye on what they're moving here.
My other two were high profile parties.
A little bit of analysis paralysis going on right now. I guess you'll hear me say that later. This is very interesting. Trying to decide how he wants to deal with this particular setup.
And also this one should be right 12.
So it looks like the Howling Banshee is going to initiate a charge, or he's thinking about who he wants to charge. Considering several models are within 12 inches. So he's targeted a whole bunch of Tau, and he rolls an 11 with the Howling Banshee. No Overwatch allowed. The anti-Tau Banshee. Sweet, thanks. Hey. Look.
Oh, yeah. She charged.
Just so people know on the stream. I know she did, but just so the stream can see.
Everybody wants to know, not just
So the Howling Banshee went back and charged the stealth suit. No reactions allowed against those screaming death machines.
he will advance in the sense of the usual hour. I think he's just going to want to.
So we have an advancing Dire Avenger onto objective 2. Sorry? Or now, you do that? Yeah. I would I'm hoping shorter than shorter than 10 or 15 20. Since you finished early.
Well, it's a little dicey.
Just checking on somebody's asking about a lunch break after this round. Yeah, so there's really 15 minutes left in this round, so you've got like a good 20, 30.
Or so, about 30 minutes.
Now, is this fully behind?
Oh, no, he's having
So I might let
and vice versa.
this game run a little overtime due to the lunch break, but their lunch break will be a little shorter.
They'll be concealed, but they'll be concealed.
Still 3 other games going on. Just gonna double check. One of the games actually finished. I'm just going to see. thanks. Haney Colon. If somebody could tell me how to pronounce Haney Colin's name, that would be great.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Yeah. Man, that's cool. I wish I could have a leader man my turn.
So it looks like the Necrons defeated the Astra Militarum 12-3 on the other top table. Second. Table 2. Still the movement phase for the Eldar.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. Time is running out, but I'm okay with you guys going over if the lunch break for you guys. Is a little short.
Sorry. I know, I'm playing slow. We have kind of a slow matchup, to be honest.
Just making sure the players know the time constraints. So we've got an advancing Storm Guardian.
Yes, you can't fight if they're locked in.
And they like affect other people from moving towards them.
Sorry?
I was standing there and I shot on this one.
What is it?
Oh, this guy hasn't moved.
After this round, totally.
He's in the right spot.
Absolutely. I'll even put one of those like on the camera or something. Problem.
He's going to make sure he's within an inch of us.
We have an indie game developer who came by and wanted me to mention his game on the stream. I'll do that after this round is over. Surprised that door around Objective 4 hasn't been opened yet. See if that stealth suit can handle himself against that Howling Banshee. That Storm Guardian did move up towards Objective 4. So on to the shooting phase. So we've got a ready drone.
Take it one gun at a time. Always roll your rest one gun at a time because you could get a flesh wound and then a kill.
So he's gonna do his two separate guns on that Dire Avenger Exarch. 2 hits. 3 up to wound. 1 wound. No save.
Oh, he's the Alright, second gun.
Takes the flesh wound. And that's a wound.
Come on, baby.
He is going to use, he failed the armor save again, and he's going to use a tactical reroll, and he gets the armor save. One readied model, which is the Shuriken Cannon. He's going to potentially split his shots between the recon drone and the other drone. They are within 2 inches of each other. So he's going 3 shots into the recon drone. He's going to get the comms +1 to hit. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. And does not wound.
Works for me. Alright, so he's firing. My ready. He's going to fire right back at him.
And the recon drone is going to return fire on the heavy weapons platform. Shrieking cannon.
So comms boost on him. So 5. This guy, the radio. So 6s, it would be 6s, it'll be 5s, right? Because it's obscured and
I think you're within 9.
Yeah, it's obscured and then the 6s.
So he's hitting on 5s with the comms bonus. Gets 1 hit. And that's a wound.
Yeah, it's got 2.
Everything has 2 wounds, it seems. And these days I have a lot of 2 wounds.
And he takes a wound.
Okay,
So now non-ready shooters.
It's only really big because I know he's ready. He can't shoot, but I can attack.
Oh, thanks to the ice cream, Angry Toads.
Yeah, you can do that with any of your best fighters.
Yeah. Does that have to go? Just go in order of?
It's when it turns around. You know, in other words, when you kind of pick the turn to come.
Ooh, we've got a door being opened.
Okay, I'm going to try to oppose that opening.
So the Storm Guardian's going to attempt to stop that, and he does.
Okay. Well, I was scared.
That door is going to stay closed.
I know you said, well, he's not going to open it this thing. And I was thinking,
Flamer's going to try to shoot this thing.
So we've got the Flamer, 3 shots,
Just one move.
1 wound on the recon drone from the Flamer. So he takes 1 wound.
One move. It's not flushing with it.
oh, yeah, sorry. One wood.
Okay, sounds good. You been a shooter?
To that 2 wound recon drone.
I think so. So do 2 shots, skewered.
We've got rapid firing crew attacks on the Dire Avenger Exarch,
Not the greatest. Not the one.
but misses
So now all my shooters.
due to his target being obscured.
Yeah, he'll grenade this thing.
We've got a grenade, plasma grenade being thrown at the recon drone. 4 attacks, 2 hits, 2 wounds.
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to take time.
I should have rolled one at a time when you got a shield nearby. I was right.
Take it on the shield drone.
So he's going to save your protocols onto the shield drone who's nearby.
Sure. So roll your 5 up.
Does not make the 5-up, feel no pain. And he's going to use a tactical reroll because he's rolling his own injury roll that he can reroll. And he's still out of action.
So one still went off on you. The second one goes to him. You got a 5-up save.
5-up armor save from the recon drone. Doesn't make it. And he is also out of action. Ooh, that was a brutal grenade. It bounced off both drones and vaporized both of them. Oh, thanks for the ice cream. Kalisti. Thanks for the follow, Frozen Box. Angry Toes, 911s. I agree, Telcree. I'm actually looking into that to do some little animations to show what's happening to the models, such as little explosions and splats. I've been kind of trying to figure that out, how to get that onto the stream for the last month or so. It's pretty tricky if you're not a coder. So flesh wound onto a drone on objective 2.
And how many guys we have? 5 guys now? I'm going to take the first shot at the coop.
So we've got a shot being shot at the Kroot. 1 hit, 1 wound.
Pretty sure it's a 6-up. Yeah.
6-up save on the Kroot leader. Doesn't quite make it, and he is out of action. This has been a flurry of death at the end of this shooting phase. On to the fight phase. Howling Banshee versus Stealth Suit. See if I can't zoom in on that. 2 wounds, AP -3 on the Stealth Suit. Nope, that's not going to happen. Just 1 damage. And he takes a flesh wound. Oh, sorry, he takes a 1 wound.
But he got 2 wounds. She got 2 wounds through. So she has to roll the second time.
Okay.
Okay, well, so it's another D3, 2 that time, but now I get 2 rolls. Does that make sense?
Well, if it goes through the flesh already, like, no, it was one damage.
So the Howling Banshee got 2 D3 damage wounds through. The first one just took off 1 wound, and the second one did 2 damage, which resulted in 2 dice on the injury roll, and that stealth suit is out of action. Whew, that was quite the unfortunate series of injury rolls for the Tau. Now we're on to the morale phase. They're scoring objectives.
I gotta see if my team broke. I gotta do a broke. So, highest leadership should be.
The Tau player needs to take a break test.
Oh no, he's dead. You're right. Shit. Yeah. 7. It'll be 7.
So they have a leadership of 7 for this break test for the Tau. And he just makes it. He has 1 flesh wound on the Tau, or on the drone, near objective 2. And unfortunately, they have 5.
But I scored 1 objective.
7 models out of action for the Tau all of a sudden. So that is a shaken drone on objective 2.
You have domination, or you were just contesting? You get domination. You get.
One bounty hunter over here.
So the first one, the first round you had.
Calculating the score now.
Only one was one first round.
So you hold 3 this time?
You get all 3.
You hold 3 this time, objectives?
I hold 3 objectives. I got bounty hunter, domination, and engage on
And we have a quick score change.
You got both turns. Bounty, you got this turn. Domination, you got this turn. So you're in a total. I viewed a total of 8. Alright, and I got only 1 more, so I'm at 5. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't get.
And the score is now 5-8 for the Eldar.
I have 1 guy with a nerve test to take, but I don't have anybody else. So okay, next round.
Initiative phase. Looks like the Tau have won the initiative. So he's going to move all of his models first. The casualty difference between these teams is, hey, thank Khaleesi for the 5 lemons.
Okay, I can't see you for Overwatch.
Yeah, that was a very swingy turn. Absolutely. Like every injury roll resulted in out of action. Even re-rolled injury rolls from Savior protocols. I believe he attempted a charge. And he makes the charge. Really defending that bounty hunter token from the Storm Guardian.
I think you're going to get your max at 3 points. You can drop them all down. There's 1 right here, 1 right here.
He's just making sure he puts all those bounty hunter tokens down. He hasn't picked up any of them yet. Can only max out at 3. Luckily. Top player struggling to see if he can move the few models he has left. So he's going to attempt to open the door, and he does open that door by objective 4. He's going to ready the rail rifle, see if he can't snipe something from across the map. Do you have the other... Sorry, 1 second, be right back. Just going to get a score. The scores are coming in from the other games. It looks like the... Trying to remember what faction these guys are. I believe it was the cultists.
His entire team was shared. Spread flesh.
Yeah, nobody wants to get that.
They can only pass on one on 2d6.
Who faction are playing again?
Harlequins.
All right, Harlequins defeated G-Star cultists. The G-Star cult 19-4. I'm just going to grab the other score sheets real quick.
He can advance if I was Yeah, no, you get pretty much max if it was.
So you just count the points on the turn 4 as if I wasn't at.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the bodies to do it.
No, for sure. If you have the movement in the bodies, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know if it just ended so you didn't get turn 4. No,
It's like you're right.
So in one of the other games, it looks like the Heretic Astartes barely defeated the Astra Militarum 13-11. I'm just going to input these scores into Best Coast pairings. Still the movement phase for the Eldar.
He was saying that it's made them so if you want to use it for last build, so you pretty much can't ever get the subsection.
Well, when there's no enemies to fight, it's pretty easy to make these decisions.
Yeah, well, I mean, sort of.
Just inputting scores into BCP. Staple these together. So I'm going to keep all the statistics from this tournament, and I'll put them all into a spreadsheet with all the secondary objectives, the teams everyone picked for each round. Just inputting scores. The game that you're seeing on the screen is the last match to finish.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying you can't have.
yes, the Necrons defeated the Blood Angels. Necrons defeated the Blood Angels 12-3. The Heretic Astartes defeated the Astra Militarum 13-11. And the Harlequins defeated the Genestealer cults 19-4. He apparently was able to spread around a whole bunch of flesh wounds and cause this entire Genestealer cult team to be shaken going into the last turn. That can definitely be rough.
Sorry, I was inputting some scores. What's happening right now?
I'm getting destroyed.
I know, but
I'm shooting this guy's shot.
Okay.
Now it's, yeah, you're ready shot. So.
Well, do you have any regular shooters?
Child Real Rifle just shot and missed. Now we have the Star Cannon getting comms specialist bonus. 3 hits and 3 wounds.
So you're not going to get a save, so we just roll the injury roll.
1 injury roll, and he is out of action.
Anybody else to shoot at? Just this guy? No, well, I'm playing guys to shoot at. So him hits 1 wound.
Hit and a wound on the Tau drone. Makes a Sarma save. Another shot at the Tau drone. Gun drone. AP -3 and another flesh wound for the Tau on objective. He's going to shoot him with the Dire Avenger Exarch. 2 guns, 2 wounds on the gun drone, and he is also out of action. These casualties are becoming insurmountable very quickly for the Tau player.
So AP -3, you're not going to miss on that. D3 damage, 2 damage, and that's a
Another out of action for the Howling Banshee Exarch.
3. That is not a wound.
They're playing a little faster now because they kind of can tell what's going to happen. There could be another tabling incoming. I do feel like Byrnid predicted this. Seem to recall.
Well, it's every model is a +1, and then he's a 7 leadership. Oh, because a 1
yeah, there's no modifiers to the break test.
It's just the nerve test. So we're on to the morale phase. We have a couple of shaken models for the Tau. This will go fairly quickly, I believe.
You got 1, 2, 3. You got the bonus too. That
So he did get the bonus objective for having a specialist.
for the 3rd time. So I have you at 8. I have you at 15 right now. And I got
So he went up to 15, and that is 5.
You know what does matter? You could fall back. Play it out, we're on the stream.
Well, no, he's shaking. I can't do anything.
Hopefully this motivates some kill team players out there who think they have the skills to take down Michael Hawley and his unstoppable Eldar in future tournaments.
Well, that's not true. I only get 2 mission bonuses.
Mission bonuses twice, but everything else you got 3 times.
22.
You got Dom again. You got another. You're gonna pick up a move with another bounty token to take.
Yeah, I'm already standing on it. I just haven't.
Oh, I thought that was one you
I was
picked up
standing
last
on it.
time.
I was
Oh, you picked, okay, gotcha. Already,
Yeah, I
yeah.
stood next to 2.
So you got 9, 9, 2, so you got 20, right?
And that puts him up to 20 points.
And I'm like, I think it's worth it.
And I didn't score a single other point. Yeah. So I mean, just in your opinion, just because again, like you know, we all think of you as like the best player. Just what would you have done differently out of that? I mean, I felt like the Celtics was the right to try to hold down the position, hold that playing season.
There's one option where I was going to lose.
Bad, you need to make sure the stuff is like a charge by the Banshee.
Where I
It's
could
kind of
really
stupid, right?
Yeah.
I think rolling 11 for that charge.
Yeah.
Even
And if I moved him off the point, I
you
mean,
haven't brought him up here when he wasn't.
failed miserably.
well, the idea was to hold that point
I missed.
I mean, honestly,
charge.
you should have brought
And
this
then,
stuff super special.
as a better.
And then you might have
Got an extra point there for the bonus.
They're just talking about.
I think
Eric was just talking to Michael about what he could potentially have done differently
To hold his door, which I did.
in that game.
with that Banshee, the stealth suit is like
He's talking about how the stealth suit should have been a specialist. Then he would have been getting that bonus point. At least he would have gotten it on the first turn. And he really had to deal with that Howling Banshee because that was the bane of his stealth suit. Just inputting these scores. 22-5.